Living paycheck to paycheck is not always a problem of how much you earn. Sometimes it is a problem of how you manage what you earn. You can increase your income and still find yourself broke before the next payday. Why? Because if your spending habits grow every time your income grows, you haven't solved the problem. You've simply given your old habits more money to work with. And that is why financial discipline is so important. Financial discipline means learning to tell your money where to go before your emotions tell you where to spend it. When your paycheck comes in, don't immediately start thinking about what you can buy. Pause. Ask yourself, what does this money need to accomplish before my next paycheck arrives? That simple question can change the way you handle money. It opens the door to financial freedom. If you want to stop living paycheck to paycheck, listen to this. 1. Stop spending your entire paycheck just because you received it. One of the biggest mistakes people make is treating payday like a spending holiday. The money arrives, bills are paid, food is bought, subscriptions are renewed, shopping begins, and before you know it, don't do that. Your paycheck should have a job. Before you spend anything, divide your money between your needs, your future, and your everyday spending. You don't have to start with a huge amount. Even if all you can put aside is 20, 50, or 100, start somewhere. The goal at the beginning isn't perfection. The goal is to build the habit. 2. Learn to live below your income. This sounds simple, but it requires discipline. If you earn $3,000 a month and spend $3,000, you are financially fragile. One unexpected car repair, medical bill, family emergency, or missed paycheck can put you in trouble. But if you learn to live on $2,700 and keep $300 for savings, investing, or emergencies, you're creating breathing room. And that breathing room is valuable. You don't need to look rich. You need to become financially stable. There is nothing impressive about wearing expensive clothes while your bank account is empty. Real financial progress often looks boring from the outside. Give yourself a waiting period before unnecessary purchases. Here is a habit I want you to try. When you see something you want but don't actually need, don't buy it immediately. Wait. For small purchases, give yourself 24 hours. For expensive purchases, give yourself several days, or even a few weeks. And ask yourself, do I still want this? Or did I simply want the feeling of buying something? Because sometimes we don't have a shopping problem. We're tired, we're stressed, we're celebrating, we're disappointed, and suddenly we're spending money. Money should not become your emotional medicine. 4. Build an emergency fund. If you don't have emergency savings, every unexpected expense feels like a crisis. Unexpected expenses can happen at any time. That is why having emergency savings gives you peace of mind and keeps you financially prepared. But when you have money set aside for emergencies, the situation may still be inconvenient, but it doesn't have to destroy your finances. Start small. Your first goal could simply be $500, then $1,000. Then work toward having several months of essential expenses saved. Don't wait until you earn a lot of money. Build the habit with the money you have now. 5. Stop trying to keep up with everybody. This one is difficult because we live in a world where everybody appears to be doing well. You see the vacations, you see the new cars, you see the beautiful houses, you see the expensive restaurants, but you don't see the credit card balance. You don't see the loan payments. You don't see the anxiety behind the lifestyle. So stop comparing your financial life to somebody's highlight reel. Your friend may be driving a newer car. That's okay. Your responsibility is not to impress your friend. Your responsibility is to build a financial life that gives you peace.
Yes.
6. Make saving automatic. Don't rely completely on willpower, because willpower gets tired. If possible, automate your savings so that money moves into your savings or investment account soon after you get paid. That way, you don't have to make the decision every single week. You simply learn to live on what remains. And eventually, something beautiful happens. Saving stops feeling like punishment. It becomes normal. 7. Track where your money is actually going. You cannot control what you don't understand. For the next 30 days, write down your spending, not just the big expenses, everything. The coffee, the food delivery, the online shopping, the subscriptions you forgot about, the little purchases that seem harmless. Because small leaks can sink a big ship. You may discover that your problem isn't one enormous expense. It is 20 small expenses happening over and over again. Once you can see the pattern, you can change it. 8. Don't increase your lifestyle every time your income increases. 8. Don't increase your lifestyle every time your income increases. This is one of the habits that can completely change your financial future. When you get a raise, don't immediately upgrade everything. You don't have to move into a more expensive apartment. You don't have to buy a more expensive car. You don't have to start spending more just because you earn more. Instead, allow some of that additional income to build your future. Let your income rise faster than your lifestyle. That is how you create financial breathing room. 9. Understand that financial discipline is not deprivation. I want you to hear this clearly. Being financially disciplined does not mean you can never enjoy your money. It means you enjoy your money without allowing your money to control you. Budget for entertainment, budget for eating out, budget for things you enjoy, but enjoy them intentionally. There is a difference between saying, I can't afford anything. I have decided what is important enough for my money. 10. Give every paycheck a purpose. Before payday arrives, know what you're going to do with the money. Your bills, your food, your transportation, your savings, your debt payments, your investments, your personal spending. When your money has a plan, you're less likely to wonder where it went. And remember this, you don't become financially disciplined in one day. You become disciplined every time you make one good financial decision after another. You choose to save instead of spend. You choose to wait instead of impulse buy. You choose to prepare instead of panic. You choose your future instead of trying to impress people today. And slowly, your financial life begins to change. Maybe you stop running out of money 5 days before payday. Then you have a little savings. Then you have an emergency fund. Then you start investing. Then one day, you realize something. You are no longer waiting desperately for the next paycheck. Your money is finally working with you instead of against you. So if you're currently living paycheck to paycheck, don't be ashamed. But don't stay there either. Start with one habit, then another, then another. Because financial freedom doesn't begin when you become rich. It begins when you become disciplined with what you already have. And remember, my dear, you don't have to change your entire financial life tonight. Just make one better money decision today. Then make another tomorrow. That is how a better financial future is built, one disciplined decision at a time. Thank you very much for watching. See you in my next class.